think all of the forums for 10 at the Top are so informative.
I try to come to as many as I can. I think they're very beneficial as a member of a community to see what the regional impact is.
I've had the pleasure just in the last couple of weeks to be in many different communities and spend a lot of time going to a lot of our downtowns. We have a lot of communities that are doing a great job of revitalizing or just vitalizing their communities and doing great things. And I know many of you represent small towns and downtowns here today and want to kind of glean some new ideas from others. And I think this is going to be, as you'll see from our presenters, a great opportunity to do that.
You know, I've always thought about this as a great state with great people, great history, great traditions. But like every other state in America, you are facing lots of changes. Phil just touched on that. And you know, we've always faced changes in America and around the world, but what's really different today is the pace of change. This world is changing incredibly rapidly in many, many ways. And another thing we heard about today is how people oftentimes don't like change, particularly, I think, in my experience, people in small towns and rural communities really have a real hard time with change. But we've also heard that there's really only two kinds of change in the world we live in today. There's planned change and unplanned change. I mean, you can prepare for change, anticipate change, you can direct and manage change, or you can just let it happen. And if you just let it happen, I guarantee you it will destroy every single thing that you love about the place that you live. You know, South Carolina and the upstate can grow without destroying the things that people love. And we're going to talk a little bit about today about some of the ways to do that. Successful economic development, ladies and gentlemen, is rarely about the one big thing. It's usually about lots of smaller things working synergistically together off of a plan that makes sense for you and your community. And you know, it's really all about choices. You know, do we want to spend all our time trying to recruit new industry, or do we want to try to grow the industries that we already have? Thinking about the clusters of things that already have in this industry, and how you build on those things. 4 years ago, they did one of the most comprehensive studies ever performed in the United States called the Soul of the Community Study. And what they found was that communities with the highest levels of attachment to place also had the strongest economies. So what is it that attaches people to place? Well, they found that it was three things primarily. Number one was social offerings. In other words, places to meet and socialize with other people. Number two, it was how welcoming a community was to newcomers. Openness. I was in another small southern city not too long ago, and somebody said to me, you know, we're very welcoming to people who aren't different. Well, the communities that will be the most successful communities going forward will be the communities that are welcoming to all people. Diversity is one of our greatest strengths. And communities that embrace that diversity and open their arms to the world will be the most successful communities in the future. Those that close their doors will not. And they finally went on to say that the third most important thing that attaches people to community is community aesthetics, what it looks like once again. So you know, I have a friend, Doug Kelbaugh, who used to be the dean at the University of Michigan School of Architecture. He put it this way: he says, if a building, a landscape, or a city is not beautiful, it will not be loved. And if it is not loved, it won't be maintained and improved. In short, it won't be sustained. You know, if you look up the definition of sustainable in the dictionary, you'll find that it means enduring. Enduring. A sustainable community, ladies and gentlemen, is simply a place of enduring value. And it's those places that we love the most, the places of enduring value.
Today was one of those complex issues, but I think our panelists and our speakers really broke things down and made it easy to understand.
We really want it to be a dialogue, more so than a presentation. You know, because it's through the involvement of the community that 10 at the Top was created.
This one was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it.